Hello and welcome to this week's edition of RN Champions. I'm your host, Rodney GB Clements, and with me this week I have Miss Catie Harris of NursePreneurs. Did I say that right? And she comes with us offering courses and different, I'll let her explain actually. Go ahead, Miss Catie. Tell us what you do and what.
Yeah, thanks so much. So I run a business called NursePreneurs, and really our mission is to help nurses to find the business that they want to run. So obviously not every nurse wants to run a business, but for those that are looking to get outside of the hospital or do something on their own, we offer that outlet, and we teach all different types of courses. So basically we partner with nurses who have successful businesses who then want to help other nurses, and we match them up and pair them up. So we help them run med spas, IV hydration clinics, content writing gigs, freelance nursing, concierge. We've done private duty. We've done a huge gamut, legal nurse consulting. So, there's so many nurses out there doing amazing things. It's like, I feel like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, let's do this and this and this and this, and, offer all kinds of options. So yeah, that's basically what we do.
That's great. For so many years, it was tough to be an entrepreneur as a nurse, to really find a niche that you could take outside of the hospital maybe, or make it into your own business. You just mentioned a whole litany of different ones that some people are familiar with. The popular ones, the legal nurse consulting, which has been around for a while, but also now these different hydration clinics and spas and nurse practitioners now doing different therapies, Botox and et cetera, and these different, different clinics and stuff. So what are you finding right now? Or like I get you list some of them, but what kind of challenges or what kind of I don't know? Could you elaborate a little bit on what's the hottest markets, or maybe what you're finding right now for nurses? Because I know a lot of people are trying to get out of the hospital after a while, right? So what? Right. You speak to.
Yeah, definitely the hottest market has been IV hydration, but now we see the nurses adding wellness therapies, which is my favorite area. I run my own wellness clinic as well, and it is so exciting, like all the different things that you could do with the PRP and exosomes and different therapies that you can add into any clinic. So that's been really the most exciting area. And I would say some of the biggest challenges is kind of coming into this thinking somehow it's going to be fast and easy and quick money or something, because it's definitely not. And this is definitely something that you want to prepare for and, have some money set aside to devote to this, because it's an investment first and then a moneymaker later.
Yes, you have to have your heart and soul and have some passion about it, right? So yes. Most states, I believe, nurses just with their own license can operate or make contracts with people and operate. I know some businesses maybe require a medical officer or somebody to sign off. Not sure about all of that stuff, but there are a lot of hydration places opening up, and that requires a special skill, obviously, and only nurses are really the ones out there starting IVs. That's what we do. We're a team of infusion nurses, and that's considered skilled with the IV. What are you finding? What are the biggest challenges, or what do you find, like with licensing? Do some of the states or jurisdictions kind of restrict, or are you finding that it's really more of an open opportunity than nurses realize?
Yeah, it's all of the above. Like there's definitely, each state is different. Some states are more painful than other states, and some states are like the Wild West, like anything's going, which is also not great. So we've been involved with different groups that are looking to regulate this industry the way that the IV hydration industry wants it regulated, as opposed to, kind of a backlash, like, oh, this happened, so nobody can do this. And that's what some of the states have done. They've done 180s on it, whereas some states have like no regulation. Some are just, made ridiculous, uninformed decisions on what can be done and what can't be done. So yeah, and then legally what the nurse needs to do, it's very vague in a lot of these states. case, and even lawyer to lawyer, it's hard to get a straight answer about what it is that they need to do and how to set up. So there's one of the biggest challenges is navigating a very gray area, because there's not a whole lot of black and white answers out there. And a lot of us, you want that. You're right. Can I do this, or can I do this? Is this the way I do it, or isn't it the way I do it? And you can't always get a clear answer, and that's very frustrating.
Yes, well, that's great that you've put this together and you're giving nurses an opportunity. Nursing is the most trusted profession, and there are a lot of patients and people out there in general that would love to work with a nurse, especially one that's gone out on their own and tried to make a business for themselves and to help people. Where can a person go, or anyone interested, where can they go to find you, or a website or something to find more information?
Yeah, everything is just NursePreneurs, so nursepreneurs.com, at NursePreneurs. That we have tons of video content that's all free on YouTube at NursePreneurs. So that's where they can go.
Excellent, excellent. Well, also, we will post on the dailynewsnetwork.com. We'll make sure that we have a link to all of that. I really appreciate you joining us today, Miss Catie, and I wish you the best of everything, and hopefully this has helped some people out there. Take care of yourself.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.